Hey everybody, welcome back. Today is the 17th of November, 2021. It's been a good day for CRO coin and for Hive. The Hive coin has gone up above $1 and has remained above $1 for most of the day. That is a gain of roughly 31%. Let me double check. Nope, that's for the week. Sorry. That's 2.3% for 24 hours. I think we were at about 90 cents previously. So we've had a good day on Hive. Also, CRO saw a big pump today of roughly 46%. It went from about 40 some cents up to a high of around 58 cents. I think it was the all-time high. So anybody holding on to CRO right now is having a good day. So the question is this a good time to get into CRO? Knowing that it's we've had a really good pump. In the past 7 days, it's gone up 74%. And so the news is that Crypto.com has partnered with what was it called before? The Staples Center? Staples something or other? The stadium in Los Angeles. And it was a $700 million deal for 20 years. And so that'll be now called the Crypto.com Arena. And so this is a big deal. And I think that's probably the big driver behind the pump. That, in addition, that people are starting to use the Kronos smart chain. So this is similar to the way that Binance has the BNB token or BNB coin. And then they use the BSC, the Binance Smart Chain, to run smart contracts. Is the same way that Crypto.com has a CRO coin, and they use the Kronos blockchain to run smart contracts. So that development is another reason why a lot of CROs being locked up for liquidity for trades into other coins. So that may be a driver behind why we see the price of CRO going up. My previous theory or hypothesis or thesis, whatever you want to call it, was that Bitcoin or that CRO is correlated to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin goes up, CRO goes up, Bitcoin goes down, CRO goes up. Obviously, we've broken that relationship, that correlation, because of the developments of this marketing move and the launch of the Kronos blockchain. So what we're seeing right now is a recalibration of that relationship, but I think eventually once the hype dies down, we will see the correlation reestablish, and we may see that if crypto does meet, or if Bitcoin does meet its previous goals of reaching about $160,000 per coin by the end of the bull run, as a conservative guesstimate, then based on that, then we would see CRO reaching about $1.20. But with the price run today at 56 cents, if you triple that, if you 3x it, we're looking at close to $1.60, maybe $1.70 by the end of the bull run. So if you were holding on to the Jade Green or the the Royal Indigo card back when CRO was 15 cents, then there's a good chance that by the end of this bull run you're going to be able to upgrade your card to the not Royal Indigo, to the Icy White or Rose Gold card. So things are looking good if the theory holds that there is a correlation between Bitcoin and CRO. So the question is Bitcoin going to deliver? Plan B has predicted that by the end of November, we should see Bitcoin at about $98,000 per coin. And time's running out, time's ticking. Right now, Bitcoin is at 60,000. And so we are about $38,000 short in 2 weeks. Can it be done? Possibly. Will it be done? Who knows? It's crypto. It's just like just as easily it can go up as it goes up. It can go back down. So it's not out of the question, but it gets more and more difficult as we get closer to the date. But even if we fall short in November of the goal or the stated goal or target, it may be that in December it just overshoots it completely. So we're talking about averages here. So the thing with averages is that the actual numbers are either above or below. So to answer the question, should I get started in CRO? That's hard to say. It's going to be a matter of scaling. If you have 10% of $100, that's what, $1? Or wait, no, $10. If you have 10% of $1,000, that's $100, right? If you have 10% of $1 million, that's $10,000. I think it's $10,000, or is it 100,000? Yeah, I think it's 100,000. So it's the same 10%, but that same 10% means different things because of the scale. It's a different size. So the thing is that you can't get to $100,000 unless you pass through $10, unless you pass through $100 or $1,000 or 10,000. So you got to pass through all of these steps to get there. And so I would say that maybe not put everything you have into CRO or any other cryptocurrency for that matter, but put in what you can afford and slowly build up your position, and and then let the appreciation do the rest of the work. Why? I recently was playing with DeFi, and it just, for me personally, it wasn't worth the headache. I have to keep watching it, and it was distracting me from a bunch of other things. And the reality is that I need to pay attention to other things in my life right now. So it wasn't worthwhile for me to invest too heavily into DeFi. So I've put back all the money that I put into DeFi, and I broke even. So I didn't really lose and I didn't really gain money. It came out about the same. So I'll just pretend that never happened. But the thing is, like, all the advice that we heard before about dollar cost averaging and buying the dip, stuff like that, that's I think those are still applicable. Don't put in more than you can afford to lose. And the more important thing I think that gets left out is that it's important to have cash available. You need cash on the side to take advantage of when you have a dip. Because if you put everything into crypto that you can afford to put in, or God forbid you put more than you can afford to lose, and then an opportunity comes up, you don't have any money to put in. What are you going to do? All you can do is sit on the side and watch as everybody else buys the dip, and you're kind of left watching. So it is important to be measured and practical in your dollar cost averaging, so that way you will methodically build up, and then you'll have cash on the side available to take advantage of opportunities whenever there is a major dip. And then that way you can boost your yield a little bit better. And the ultimate goal is not so much to buy it low and sell it high. The ultimate goal is to protect your savings, and then you can use that to leverage, to borrow against, and then use that you borrowed to buy some sort of asset that will create cash. That's the problem with a lot of crypto, is that it doesn't pay. It doesn't pay you. It's just something that holds value or gains value or loses value, depending. But if you can use, you can borrow against it and then use that to buy something like a piece of property that can yield you rent money, or a business that will yield you cash, then it's worthwhile, because then you can use that cash to pay back the loan, and then you get the business and you get to keep your crypto. The idea of buying it and selling it is a way of making money, yes, but you will not accumulate money, if that makes sense. So yes, you may have, let's say you make $100,000 in dollars, right? Well, now the problem is you have 100 grand that's losing value every year, and where are you going to put it? You already had crypto and you sold it. Well, what are you going to do with it now? So you might as well just leave it in crypto, and then take advantage of the options out there to finance, and use that $100,000 in crypto to borrow against to do something else that's going to make you more money. And I think that's the approach to take. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, because knowing most people, you're probably going to take it out of context and then do something dumb, and then you're going to blame me. So no, this is on you. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you again soon.